Hey there, I am Max Edward Ramos and this is my answer for this activity. So what is the essence of knowing your intelligence and how it may help me as a future educator? For me, if you know your intelligence, you also know yourself because knowing your intelligence is discovering what can you do and what can you offer to the people around you and to yourself, of course. And I think it will help us as a future educator. It will help me as it is my weapon in teaching. It is the strength of a teacher. So you know what you teach if you know what your intelligence is. You can help students if you can also relate yourself to them, and if you have the same intelligence with your students as a future educator, it will be helpful for us to assess and evaluate the students if we know what our capacity or what our ability is that we can share to our students. So after assessing myself and I identified and I come up that I have four kinds of intelligence, and I'm gonna share my experiences about each of them. So first, I think I have this intelligence which is musical intelligence, or sometimes called as music smart. My mother told me that when I was a kid, I can sing. I always sing when I'm playing. There is no day that come that I will not sing. I grew with that skill, and when I became high school and when I started studying senior high school, I joined a lot of singing competition and I enjoyed being in the band. So I joined many music bands competition. So having that musical intelligence, so I can now write songs, I can play instruments like guitar and ukulele, and I can compose music, I can create songs. My second intelligence is verbal linguistics, which is called word smart. So I think I'm good at words because I enjoy writing. So and during my elementary days, I joined journalism until high school, and when I started studying in senior high, I decided to write creative fiction, and I have this skill that I am good in words, in telling stories, in creating poems. With this intelligence that I have, which is verbal linguistic, I now have a published book that I wrote this story on Wattpad, but now it is published as a physical book and it's now available in bookstores and online shop. And the next is the bodily kinesthetic or body smart. So that's why I am here in BPED. So I'm taking this course because I know that I am a bodily kinesthetic. So I have this intelligence. So the body smart. So I can dance. I have athletic abilities, and I joined theater and film, so I do acting and dancing, of course singing, and it is more on performing arts. And the last but not the least is this interpersonal intelligence or the people smart. So of course, as a teacher, we should have these skills, so interpersonal, so we can know how to communicate with people, especially to students. So I developed this skill during my high school and senior high school days because we do a lot of reporting and oral recitation. So I think, and I also participated in debates, in speech and declamation, like that. So I think those are my intelligences.